So, it is the 21st of July 2024, and we're looking at the almost full moon, the buck moon they call it, setting. It's still half a handspan above the horizon, maybe even, let's do it with fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fingers above the horizon, so a little higher than I was expecting it to be at this time. There's some cloud. We can see some cloud passing in front of it now. I'm using a 400 millimeter lens, but it has a 3 times teleconverter attached to it. I recently acquired a Kenko Teleplus 300 Pro 3 times teleconverter. Oh, this is quite nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to reframe here. One of the things when you're using a very powerful telephoto lens filling the frame and you don't have a tracker is that you gotta keep readjusting. So we'll adjust so the moon's a bit off to the left. And there we go. So that's it. I'm looking at my screen here, and it says it's 25th of a second, which is about as slow as you can go in video mode. F8, which probably means it's F8 on the lens, if I have things adjusted properly. And that's one stop down from the maximum aperture of f5.6. ISO 200, so not that high in ISO. Interesting thin little clouds there. And I'm not sure if it's going into a bank of clouds or if that's just thin cloud above a clear sky, but I don't think so. It looks like it's going into a fairly thick bank of cloud from the look of things, which means it's going to disappear in a matter of minutes, and I won't see it low on the horizon, which I was hoping to do, but we'll play it by ear. So here's those clouds again. And I have to say, I'm pretty happy with this 3 times teleconverter. 3 times teleconverters, especially 2 times teleconverters, are known to significantly decrease the sharpness of whatever lens you attach them to. So they're a bit of a trade-off. But this one seems to be quite good. I've had in the past, 3 times teleconverters, that were maybe from the 70s and the 80s, and they were pretty pathetic. They really, weren't very sharp at all. But this isn't bad. I'm favorably impressed. I think I'm going to reframe soon. And when I do, I'm going to adjust the exposure. It's getting down to the bottom of the frame. So I'll just let those clouds continue a bit. Because this is somewhat darker than what I'm seeing. So I'm going to adjust the exposure. So, okay, here we go. So we have, I'd say, at least a few minutes of this type of video to take. I'm using the video mode more than the still photos mode for various reasons, including the fact that okay, so I just increased the ISO to 400, so the moon's somewhat brighter now, and we might see a bit more detail through the clouds. So there's a thickish cloud passing over, but it's going to go into the lower into thinner clouds soon. So yeah, very happy with the results I'm getting with this teleconverter, which cost me all of $40 a couple of days ago. Bought it the day before yesterday, Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me, did I forget to mention it's somewhere in the order of like 3:30 in the morning. So I set my alarm to get this photo. Went to bed relatively early, a little after 9. So I got a 5 hours sleep, shall we say. This is very nice. I could, go to a less powerful view if I shot it. Oh, just heard a fish jump. Okay, there's a planet or star behind me. I'm not sure which one. I think it's a planet considering how bright it is. Not sure which one. I'll have to look into that. Might be Jupiter. In fact, if I was to point the camera at it and see moons, I would know it was Jupiter. So yeah, the moon is going into the cloud more. I think I'm going to adjust the ISO higher here to make it easier to see the moon through the cloud. And I think I'll readjust while things are, this is almost obliterated anyway. So we'll just move it off to the left, come down a bit. Yeah, I can barely see anything at this point. But I will keep the camera rolling, as it were. There's maybe not much point. So yeah, there is a big black cloud that the moon just sank into. And it goes all the way down to the horizon. Okay, the moon's poking through. When I readjusted, I must have somehow gone a bit wrong. Not sure what to do here. I saw the moon briefly with the eye, but it didn't show up in the frame of the camera. There was nice reflection on the water that has largely disappeared now. Debating what to do here, because it really is a thick cloud, and it's still 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers above the horizon, really 5 fingers above the horizon. Okay, there's the moon come out again. So I must have somehow missed a bit when I readjusted. I'm not seeing the moon here. What's going on? Believe it or not, I'm moving the camera up and down trying to find that moon, and I'm not seeing anything. It seems to be, maybe it's a bit off to the right too much. Do that. Nope, still not seeing it. Yeah, okay, we're done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to swing around, see if I can find that planet. You got a truck there. So, what's that? I just saw something. Okay, that's a light. Okay, I see what it is. And so I come over that way a bit. Oops. These are lights at sort of ground level. They will help me in terms of finding the planet. Don't see it. What's happening here? If I had a sighting scope on top of the camera, it would help. I think I'm off to the left too much, so let's come this way. Well, it's quite funny how. Yeah, for when you're shooting at 1500 millimeters, it probably helps to have a sighting lens scope on the top of your camera. I'm not getting anything here. Oh, there! There it is. There it is. So that is the planet I was talking about. Let things settle down a bit. I'm not sure if there's any moons. It looks almost like it could be the focus is slightly off. I think this is it. We're going to end this clip. I'm going to try and adjust things better.